Rais, executive coach for leadership development. What are some skills that are used in coaching specifically? Because I'm always enhancing people's understanding and awareness when it comes to coaching. People seem to get it mixed up with a lot of different things: speaking, counseling, therapy, consulting. What are some skills that are used? That's what I want to go into. I want to go into coaching skills for this video. So coaching skills. What are some specific coaching skills? Not counseling skills. They can be used in counseling, but they're not counseling skills. They're coaching skills specifically. Active listening. You have to hear what the client is saying. You have to hear what your coachee is saying. They may be saying something with their mouth and saying another thing with their eyes. They may be saying something with their paycheck they're consistently paying you, but they don't seem to come in. Maybe they skip that meeting. When it's time to pay, they pay you, by direct deposit, but they don't come in around that time. What is that saying to you? Maybe they're having a hard time around that. You have to actively listen. What else do you have to do? Actively listening. How about open-ended questions? So what are open-ended questions? It's a good question. Open-ended questions are not hard questions. When I say hard questions, I mean direct questions. How was your day? Is an open-ended question. How? What are you feeling right now? That's an open-ended question. Do you think that it is X or Y? That's a closed-ended question, because the answer is yes or the answer is no. So how and what are how you begin open-ended questions. Do is how you begin a closed-ended question. You're going to gather information. As a coach, you are always gathering intel. You are always gathering information. Look at yourself as a scientist. Coaching is a behavioral science. This is not feely good stuff. This is a science to it, and there is an art to it. And one of the arts to the science is the ability to skillfully ask open-ended questions and then actively listen to what the answers are, not what the answers you want them to be. Many times coaching is going to be uncomfortable because you're bringing people out of their uncomfortability, their stuck spot. When people come to coaching, it's not because they want to feel good. That's therapy. That's counseling. That's called friendship. Tell them to get a pen pal. That's not coaching. People come to coaches because they want to change. They want to change something, and they want the coach to help them to change something. So if you're not conflicting, if you're not confronting, if there's no rough edges, if everything is just sweet and cool, you might not be coaching. You might be conversing. You might have a friend. You might be friends as opposed to professionals in an alliance oriented around change. Remember what coaching is. Remember what coaching is all the time. I need you to understand. That's why I say it over and over again, so you can imprint it into your mind and you don't forget. Coaching is a future-focused, goal and action-oriented process. Future-focused, goal and action-oriented process. It's not going to take a day. It's not going to take a week. Probably won't take a month. It'll probably take 3 to 6 months, 6 being better than 3 and 12 being better than 6, 18 being better than 12, because you want it to deepen. You want repetition to deepen the impression. So it's an ongoing process of change and evolution, upgrading one's skills, getting a promotion, getting a relationship back, losing weight, making it sustainable, as opposed to the yo-yo change that everybody's used to. So coaching, skills of coaching, actively listening, not hearing what you want to, but actively listening, paying attention. There's a difference between presence and just being present. That's a leadership skill. That's a leadership understanding. There's a difference between being present and being present, having presence. Asking open-ended questions. What does that look like for you? What would that mean for you if? How would it look if we were able to X? Give me your description of the best you in 5 years. Tell me why this is important to you. And then document the research. Document the research. So we're going to end off with one of the most important, critically overlooked skills in coaching. Documentation. What does the process look like? How can you tell it worked? How can you tell it's working if there's no documentation? If there's no documentation, there's no proof. But coaching is an evidence-based science. It's evidence-based. If it's done right, it affects change on every level, individual, relationally, organizationally, and health-wise. Coaching is proven. It instills change, and the change is ongoing if it's done right. It's ongoing. It works. Coaching works. But people don't work coaching. They work something else. They work therapy. They work counseling. They work entrepreneurialism. They work, I just want to make some money. They work, somebody trusts me, I'm going to get paid. It's not coaching. I don't want you to do it wrong. I don't want you to hurt people. I want you to put a good name and a good face on this profession, because that's what it is. It's a profession. So you have to be professional. And in order for you to be professional, in the context that is coaching, you have to be able to actively listen. You're going to want to ask open-ended questions, and you're going to want to be able to document. So listen, if you want help with this, if you want to know how to do this, if you want coach training, if you want to go through a coaching program so you can come out of the other end really knowing what you're doing and not just hoping and hemming and hawing and shooting the dice at it, contact me. Contact me. There's a link somewhere down here. bit.ly Coach Shaan. Just contact me. Oh, Shaan with 2 A's. Contact me. Trust me, coaching is not what you thought it was. And it has no limitations like people may think it has. You can put any amount of number on it as long as you can produce the results. As long as you can produce the results. Remember, future focused, goal and action oriented process. This is Shaan Rais. If you like this video, click like and click subscribe, and you'll get more content about coaching, what it really is and not what people hope it is or thought it was. And just follow and engage. Ask a question. I answer all questions. I take all questions. It's no problem at all. It's my pleasure and honor to serve you. I want you to understand what coaching is so you don't make us look bad.